Okay, so let's talk about what's going on in the market in the Villages, Florida, the week of the 4th of July, which is a huge date for me in my real estate career, and I'll tell you why in another video. We'll save that for another time, but I'm excited to share with you what's going on in the market. So whether you're a buyer or seller, this is, I think, going to be a pretty fun report, maybe a little more so for our sellers, but I'll give you an idea of what's going on. So right now in the MLS, and by the way, I'll share with you at the end what's been going on with Realty Executives. We hold quarter of the market share on the MLS, so really, really cool stats to share with you there. But we have 584 homes on the market right now. So on the MLS, and this was as of Friday, so a couple days ago. Today's Tuesday, but this was the numbers that I pulled. So 584 on the market in the last 30 days. We'll do this first. So in the last 180 days, 1,104 homes sold. We have about 150 that are pending right now. And then on the market, so active homes that came on the market in the last 30 days, there were 157, and 225 sold in the last 30 days. So that's a big deal. And if you've been watching the market the last couple of weeks, it's been the same trend. More homes are selling than what's coming on. So our inventory is a little bit low right now. We're sitting at right around 3 months of inventory. Depending on where you are, what model you have, there's different criteria, so that could change. But about 3 months of inventory, which is a good thing for our sellers. Now it still is, pretty much we've been correcting ourselves in the market. If you've been watching it, the big picture last couple years, prices dropped and then kind of stabilized, and now it looks like things are going steady. So as a buyer, that's a good thing. If it has to be priced right, it has to be marketed correctly. Pricing is a big thing, the condition of the home. So there's a lot of details in there. Buyers are being very critical right now. So for our sellers, you really have to be game on, spot on with price and condition and different factors. But the good thing for our sellers is, again, things are moving. It's more kind of in the seller's favor as far as inventory right now. So definitely a good time. If you're thinking of selling, just from what I'm seeing right now, it is a good time. But as a buyer, you still have some leverage as far as, negotiations, making sure that things are priced appropriately. I had this happen just 2 times with one of my listings that is a hot listing right now. The buyers were actually asking me, their agents were asking me for my comps, and I'm kind of obsessive when I do my comps on a home, so I have no problem sharing any data that I pull up. But what a bold thing, right, for a buyer. But that's the market that we're in right now. It has to make sense to buyers, of course, essentially to your appraisers. But this is the fun number that I wanted to share. So Realty Executives, again, we're the #1 broker in the Villages, have been for over 20 years. We hold 25% of the market share. And this was a number, okay, so a number that was incorrect, that was shared, that came full circle to me. The Villages had shared that we did about 500 sales year to date, which was similar to their sales, which sounds great. It made us sound like we're, kind of neck to neck with them. But what they weren't factoring in, that was only our listings. So I don't know if they were just factoring in their listings, but be careful the data that you're listening to, because it actually was 910 sides that we had. So between buyers and sellers, we had 910 transactions as of June 18th, hitting around $410 million worth of sales. So Realty Executives, we have about 100 agents. So when you're working with our team, you're literally working with a team. So you're not just hiring one agent, unless you have kind of a lone wolf who does everything on their own, but there's probably, a whole bunch of us that are still supporting that agent, whether they ask for it or not. So from market data to advertising to, making sure that they're spot on with, all different criteria. We do a caravan and weekly meetings and things like that. So there's lots of goes behind the scenes. It's not just like you have one individual who's helping you. So something to think about if you're thinking of hiring an agent to buy or sell, we have a big hand in helping our clients and moving homes. So I hope that this helps. I would love to share more specifics. So maybe, you know, whatever village you're in or whatever model home, it could vary. Right now I have seven listings, 7 different sellers, and I pulled an individual report just this week so I could kind of see. And this trend is that I showed, you know, inventory wise, is pretty much across the board. There was like one exception, one model home, one area that was kind of the solds and the actives were pretty much the same, but it wasn't below for the you know, either number. So that was a good thing. But anyway, I would love to connect with you. If you know of someone who's thinking of buying or selling in the villages, I will share my info in the description here. You can reach out. That's my direct number. So you can text me, you can email me, or you can reach out to our office and just ask for me. I would love to serve you. And I will share my 4th of July story with you. So that'll be a whole nother video. So I hope you get to catch that. Have an amazing day, and I'm sure we'll talk soon.